Hello, hello, my green skins. Those who are about to die. Episode 1, a quick review. Wow, is this all over the place? Like, this is everywhere, this episode. It's a jumbled mess. And I'm hoping that they stop that, because that's my biggest complaint. And to be honest, I think it was a cool idea. Here's the funny thing. Episode 1 has moments in it where I'm looking at this going, well, if they had done this in the last episode, this could have built up to something. Okay, hear me out. Here's how I would do this show. From what I can see, how to fix this show in a nutshell, because I feel that's literally how I feel. Cut out all the slavery crap with the girls. With the girls. Cut all that out. You don't need that right now. Focus purely on the Colosseum racing chariots, the circus or whatever it's called. Again, I'm not using a historical anything for this. This is purely off that. And focus on that environment and everything to do with that environment. Don't focus on anything else that make the characters all based off this. Then you build up the races, you build up the stuff, you build up this betting guy, the betting hall, what he's doing there. You focus purely on Rome. Then you introduce these other characters that they have at episode 1 that they're ramming down people's, like, this is bam, 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 bam. Oh, here's this another character. Here's another character. Just kept throwing characters at us. Don't do that. And do it intermittently through the episodes. And all have it leading up to the last episode of this show where the guy who decides to build his own faction, have that be building up to that. Have the horse guys come in episode 6 or 7 and do a little side story about that. Have this guy become a racer. Have this guy become this. And then he builds his own faction and builds his own chariot races. And then you lead off to it right into episode 8 where he's decided he's finally going to do it. And it's official. He's building his own stable. All that could have been, like, if you had done that story, not focus on the political crap, which I know people like, oh, it's Rome. We have to have Caesar involved. No. Take that out. Have Anthony Hawkins be one of the guys doing the racing. Don't have him be Caesar. As much as it's cool seeing him as Caesar, I would have rather had him be one of the guys doing the racing stuff and the betting pools and stuff. Have all this stuff building up to something. And then just do the races. Because the races, I think, that is more interesting to me. The second this gets into the gladiatorial arena, I'm going to be bored. Because we've seen it multiple times. So that's the best way. Now, mind you, this is coming from someone with, well, it's not that I don't have historical, I do. I'm just trying to watch this from a pure entertainment. There's no historical crap here. I just feel like this show, this episode 1, if purely focused on the chariots and nothing else, the environment, the society, all that stuff, just building up that. Don't worry about all this other stuff. Oh, let's put them in the arena. Let's have the fight between the chariots and the arena. I don't care. I actually would rather focus on the chariots, because the second this starts going into the arena, I'm going to be bored. That's the thing. I'm going to be like, because we've seen it over and over and over again. I think the chariot things could have been a lot more fun, and I think focusing on that would be a lot more interesting. And there is so much CG in this show that if you're going to go dark, you're going to go all in like that, you might as well just do that. This show does not look good. Like, I wish it did, but it's all over the place with its CG. And it really, everything does look like a set. But again, it's only it's a TV show, so I'm giving it a fair break. But I think even the freaking environment, like the weather and shit, feels like a set. Like, they really kind of, Roman NASCAR sounds so much more fun than worrying about the arena. That's the best way to put it. That's what I keep going back to. And now I'm wondering if they're going to start the fight between both sides and the arena and how that's going to work and stuff. I think you could have made an entire episode, the entire series, and all this crap they threw at episode 1. So episode 1, just like this review, is disjointed. Will I continue watching? I don't know. This is going to be one of those shows that I'm going to watch other stuff, take a nap, rest on it, sleep, wake up the next day and go, okay, here's how I feel. That's how I think this is going. So, if you're asking me if you should watch this show, no? Question mark? And if you're asking me for historical stuff, I guarantee you there's going to be other YouTubers that are going to do this better than me when it comes to historical stuff. I would say quite a few. But from a pure entertainment thing, I feel like it was too disjointed. And I didn't care. I stopped caring about the Roman guy banging this girl. I stopped caring about, the only thing I cared about was Anthony Hawkins being Anthony Hawkins. Best way to put it. I think I enjoyed I think I would join it more if it was just purely that, get rid of the arena stuff. So I guess we'll find out. We'll find out what their game plan is. Maybe I'll enjoy it more. And maybe you'll see a review of episode 2, but probably not for a couple days. All right, thank you, everybody. Have yourselves a great night. Like, sub, subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Orc War Chief Reviews. And hopefully I'm not so confused like this damn thing.